Alright, so yeah, 141 platinums out of 141. We'll do the skill games first. Hold on, I have something to say about a few of these. None of these. None of these. Oh wait, no. Yes, I do. Down the mines. Where's down the mines? Alright, never mind. Right. Target Hunt is one of the ones. That was one of my final ones. Pretty bad. Paddle Wizard is really bad. I'm pretty sure 50 is the actual platinum for Paddle Wizard. It's really bad. It's really hard. It took me ages to do. As you can see, I'm only 1079th with 54. I don't know how many people have 50, but I can't imagine it's more than like 2,000, 3,000 people. These two are fine. Down the Mines was one of the most recent ones I did. I think platinum is literally 240 meters, and I got 240.37. Tight, very tight. These two are okay. Flip Hunter and Turbo Flip, I struggled with. On top 1000 on Turbo Flip, I think it's 30 flips. So I would say Flip Hunter is harder than a Turbo Flip. But the two real big skill games are these two. I don't remember what the requirements were, but it took me ages to do both. As you can see, I'm like 50 meters ahead of Just Nice. They're Just Nice is an extremely good trials player. Yeah, it took me a while to do this one, but that's just the skill games. Every track is not particularly hard to platinum. I would say the hardest platinum straight up is probably actually a reality check. I mean, I don't know why. I don't even know why I'm bothering scrolling down to it. Reality check is you just have 311th. I haven't improved that time since I did it the first time, and that was however long ago. Platinum on this track is ridiculous. I think anyone who isn't a trials god would tell you that. That platinum time is pretty stupid. As far as extremes go on their own, they aren't that bad. There was a time when I would say Diabolic was the hardest extreme. After doing the Midnight Club, I would say Inferno 2 is legitimately the hardest extreme in this game. I've only zero faulted it once. Diabolic I've done multiple times. I mean, it does help that it's the first track in the Midnight Club, Diabolic, but Inferno 2, it's probably actually harder. Past that, none of them are too bad. Pilgrimage is pretty bad, but it's the first track of Nervous Breakdown, so it's hard to say. And the reason this game is so hard to fully platinum is the tournaments. So none of these are bad. World Championship. Now let's just have a quick look. Driven the plywood content. Well, none of these are hard. Doesn't really matter. But this track, this tournament includes a bunch of hard tracks. The worst part about this tournament is probably Classic. Classic has this stupid fall down checkpoint where it's not RNG, but you can easily die from dropping down in that checkpoint. And after Classic, immediately comes King of the Hill. And King of the Hill has probably the hardest checkpoints. I don't know about the hardest checkpoint at all, but it's pretty stupid. I mean, it's literally there in the preview. This one where you have to jump into a small platform and then jump ahead, and then it's still chokeable after that. You'd have to play it to know it. But King of the Hill, horrible, especially after Classic. But I was lucky enough to never choke past King of the Hill, and that was World Championship. Ultimate Endurance is obviously most popular one, but it's not particularly hard compared to the other ones I've done. The Midnight Club. The Midnight Club was the second last platinum I got in this game. Obviously I have 5 faults. You might be wondering, how have I got faults and still got platinum? Well, this is the extreme tournament of this game. So it's 6 extremes back to back. It goes, Diabolic is the first track. Thank God. Goes Diabolic, going up. Inferno 2 is the third track, which is good. So basically the way I did the Midnight Club, I didn't want to get past Inferno 2 with more than 3 faults. As it happened, the one I got platinum on, I got past Inferno 2 with 4 faults. I 0 faulted Groundhog, and I 1 faulted Brown Boxes. Brown Boxes is the 5th track in this tournament, and it's the first extreme you ever see in this series. Yeah, it's stupid, you shouldn't be faulting on Brown Boxes, but I got a fault in it, and I managed to 0 fault Greatest Hits. And that was the Midnight Club. I did it. That was the second last one I did. 10 minutes 30 seconds is the platinum time, so I beat that by 2 minutes. It's not a problem. If you take your time, you can do this platinum, but it's obviously hard, easier said than done. And yeah, that's it. 206 with a particularly slow time with 5 faults. It's hard. It's really hard. This is the one, Fantasy Cup. Right, I'm going to leave Fantasy Cup for last. Big Thrills Countdown. Right now, this one. It's 10 tracks. A lot of them are hard to fault in. Right, so Big Thrills Countdown had a bunch of medium tracks. The first 3 tracks are medium tracks. If I scroll down right now, I'll tell you which ones were the real problems with this tournament. So, Flight School is the 4th track in this tournament. Now this is the one, if you played Trials Rising, you would know Wingman, but this is the predecessor to this one. You get this boost, this target. So I don't know. I'm trying to play Trials with one hand. So you'll see. I hit this target and I get boosted. So yeah, that's basically the gimmick of this entire track. You get boosted. It's very hard to control that. And that's the 4th track of this tournament. It's pretty difficult to get past that track. Track after that, I believe, is the Forum, which is not hard to get past, which is this one, and then you have Laser Tag. Maybe you have something in the middle, I can't remember, but Laser Tag is a pretty bad one. You have these barrels, which I'll just show you. You go forward and you have these barrels, and I'll prove it. Yeah, there you go. You go forward. If you get caught in the, I'll actually die. If you get caught in the red aura, you die. You immediately blow up, and you have to 0 fault the tournament to get platinum. And I actually beat this platinum time by a mere 8 seconds, and this is a 10 track tournament, and I beat it by 8 seconds. And I'm 130th. You see what I mean? Pretty brutal. Nervous Breakdown. I'm in the top 100. 5 minutes 10 seconds is the platinum time. This one has only 4 tracks. So it goes Pilgrimage. Reality Check is the hard track. Attica Dominatus, and then the last track is Blast from the Past, which is an extreme track. I got this in about an hour. Well, I would say an hour. An hour of trying it after the first grind, the preliminary grind. I would say I was still. This is basically, if you ever played Trials Evo, the Rage Quit tournament. It's basically the same as this. Where you have 4 tracks, you have to 0 fault them all. Yeah, it's hard, man. I was very, 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 very lucky to get this. And that's Nervous Breakdown. I would say I was lucky. It's hard. And just before I go any further, Ultimate League, I passed over. You see I'm 205th there. This one is another one that's pretty hard. It's 5 hard tracks in a row. I have a good video of me falling on the very last checkpoint of that tournament. But either way, the last platinum I got in this game was Fantasy Cup, and anyone that knows Trials HD tournaments knows that Fantasy Cup is absolutely ridiculous to platinum. It's 6 tracks, 4 of them are hard. You can't see the entire playlist there, but 6 of the tracks are hard. You have to hit every track in a pretty respectable time. The platinum time is 4 minutes. 4 minutes over 6 tracks. I'm 129th and I've got 358.9. And this game has been out for what, 10 years? It's ridiculous. It's actually probably the most ridiculous platinum time in any Trials game. This tournament. I have no idea. I still think that the reason it's 4 minutes is because it was originally 5 tracks and they added another one, but they didn't change the platinum time because it's so uncharacteristically low for a platinum time. It's insane. I mean, look at Malachite's run. Malachite is one of the gods of Trials HD. He got 357. I would say getting every platinum, look at it right there, 117, and I got every skill game as well. This is the most challenging thing I've ever done. Forget about Guitar Hero, forget about all of that. Doing all of this platinum, just platinum, it's maybe the most challenging thing I've ever done in my entire life, in terms of games. And that's Trials HD. If you watched, thank you. But that's it. Later on,